Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the 31 Days of Halloween, where I post a new tutorial every day in October. For today's look, I have this skeleton witch. This was inspired by the artist on Instagram named Callow Lily. I think that's how you say it. I will link her down below. She's absolutely amazing. Her drawings and her artwork are just stunning. I love her. First, I'm starting off by taking my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer on the right side of my face, the right side that you guys are looking at, and that was just the concealer. And then on the left side, this is the concealer mixed with a little bit of the white from the Makeup Forever palette, just so the left side will be a little bit whiter than the right. Now I'm just baking underneath my eyes with a little bit of setting powder on my chin and on my forehead. Also setting my eyes with that same setting powder and all over my neck and shoulders. Now I'm going on my eyes with my Essence 2-in-1 Kohl liner and just smudging this around. We're going to turn this into a really big wing. So now I'm just kind of mapping out where my crease will go and then pulling the wing inward. This is actually super easy, and I want to do this look more because it was super fast and super easy, especially if you use like a Kohl liner to kind of map it out. Now just taking a black eyeshadow and setting that. Now just taking a little bit of the concealer and going underneath that wing, and then taking Punch Fuchsia, from my Anastasia Beverly Hills Artist Palette, and then going in with Masquerade and Center Stage from Makeup Geek in the inner corner of my eye to kind of like pop that purple in there. Then going in my waterline with that Kohl liner and then smudging it out. Now I am just taking my Tarte Clay Pot Gel Liner and kind of creating these like little cracks, or I'm not really sure what to call them, just little cracks. And I want one to be super long and then the rest to kind of cascade out towards the outer parts of my eye. And really there's not much to this. I'm just kind of creating like little branches, cracks, I don't know. And just kind of cascading them outwards towards the inner and outer part of my eye. Now just popping on some mascara, because you need it. Or I do. And also applying some lashes. Honestly, totally forgot which ones these are, so I will link them down below. Now I am filling in my brows with some black eyeshadow. I decided to try and use eyeshadow today, and it worked out pretty well. It's a little bit, takes a little more time if you want to use eyeshadow, but that's what I'm doing here. Now I am taking the shade Punch Fuchsia from the Artist Palette and going in my contours and on the top of my forehead. Now just taking the shades Masquerade and Center Stage mixed together and going underneath the contours and on top of my forehead as well, just to kind of create this really pretty gradient of purple. Also, make sure to go underneath your chin to make sure everything's kind of rounded out. Taking those shades again and going down my nose to contour. And then going back in with Center Stage, like underneath, which is the darker blue shade, and going right underneath my contour to darken it up even more. Now I'm taking Center Stage and going underneath my neck. I wanted it to be darkest up by my chin and then fade it out to the Makeup Geek eyeshadow shade in Hot Pants. So, and that's like a really iridescent, super pretty pink shade. You shall see in a second. There's the pink shade. Basically just want to put this kind of all over my neck and my shoulders to kind of just create that really pretty iridescent look. Wow. It's been a rough day. Also popping that on the high points of my face. Now you can really see it shine. It's so gorgeous. Now I'm mapping out my eye on the other side of my face. basically I wanted this eye to be like a little bit different shaped than a normal skull eye, so I made it kind of upturned. Also filling in my waterline and then smudging all of that out. Now just taking a black eyeshadow and setting all of the place I put that black. And just a disclaimer, guys, anytime that I put like black body paint or black like eyeliner, I always set it with black eyeshadow. So if I skip that step on accident and it looks a lot blacker than it did, it's because I put black eyeshadow on top of wherever I put the black. Now I'm just going around the perimeter of my eye with center stage to kind of just create some depth. And I forgot to set this part of my face, so now I'm doing that here. And now I'm taking Masquerade and the other shade that I keep saying and now I forgot, and going around my eye with that too. Then just contouring a little bit with those same exact shades. I wanted to use the same shades all over my face, just kind of in different ways. Now I'm going around and creating the detailing around the eye. And there's not much to this either, just kind of following along the eye shape. Now I'm creating these kind of like spider legs, eyelashes, I don't really know. I'm looking at a reference photo because that's what this is inspired by. So she kind of has these like really big eyelashes on the bottom, and that's what I'm just kind of mimicking. They're the biggest in the middle, and then they cascade. I don't even know if that's the right word, but they cascade upward, outward as they go. Hopefully I make sense. Now I'm just taking some black body paint and going down my face and neck and chest to create the line that separates these two creepy but beautiful things. Oh, okay. Now I'm just creating the cracks that are in the middle of my face. And like I said, this is just pretty simple, just kind of squiggly lines and then branching off to other squiggly lines. Now I am creating the nose. Pretty simple here, then filling it in with black body paint. And setting that with black eyeshadow. Also dragging that line upwards and creating a little bit of detail on the side of the nose as well. Here I am filling in those little cracks in that line a little bit with some black eyeshadow to really darken it up. Now taking center stage and going around my forehead with it to contour a little bit, and then boxing off the back part of my face like I did in my Frankenstein's wife tutorial. If you guys want to see like more in depth on this, you can go there. I basically just boxed off this back part to change the whole shape of my face, and it really does work. And I think that if you're going to be wearing a wig or you have like more hair than I do, that this really works well and it will completely change the shape of your face. Now just going underneath my chin to make sure it's like cut off and looks kind of even. Now going in with center stage again and starting to contour. Like I said in my Frankenstein's wife tutorial, basically what you want to do here is just create a very loose S shape. And as you can see, it's just making my cheekbone look like it's like popping out, which is so cool. Now going in for the teeth. These are pretty simple teeth. I took a little bit of white body paint and they're a little bit thicker at the base, and then I just kind of pull them upwards and do the same thing on the bottom. And I know that this is a pretty long tutorial, but trust me, it's worth it in the end. I absolutely love this look. It's a lot more intricate and kind of detail oriented than a lot of the other looks, so that's why it takes longer. But in the end, it is totally worth it and will totally pay off and impress everyone you know. So now I'm just taking a little bit of black body paint and going in between my lips to kind of darken that up and conceal my lip line, and then contouring in between each tooth with Center Stage. Now just contouring on my collarbone on the right side with Center Stage. And just going in kind of the hollows of my chest and shoulders. Now I'm just mapping out where I want the neck bones to go, just drawing a couple small boxes and leaving a little bit of room in between each one. Now taking that white body paint and pulling it out for my collarbone. Basically, this is kind of a stylistic, I think, approach to, you know, like collarbone and ribs. You can do them any way that you want. You can make them more realistic. You can make them more cartoony. It's always just kind of a stylistic choice. Now just filling all of those little parts in, and now going in and creating my rib cage, just kind of curving it upwards, and then filling that in with white body paint. Now just filling in all the places that are not white with black body paint, and you kind of want to take your time on this to make sure that everything is super black and dark. And I know the lighting just changed. I have no idea why. I tried to fix it, but this is kind of what we're working with now, so oh well. Now just going between each of the neck bones and just kind of drawing like a little bit of a curved line, and then outlining all the other places and filling that in with black body paint. And then just going over everything with black eyeshadow. And I'm sorry for any kind of weird audio that's happening in this video. I've had some issues and I hope it doesn't bother you that much. Now I'm just taking Center Stage and contouring, shading each of these little neck bones on the top middle part and dragging that downwards. Now just creating the little cracks on the right side of my face. And also just adding a little bit of a crack on my chin. Popping on my lashes. And now I'm taking my NYX Intense Butter Gloss in Berry Strudel. It's perfect for this look. Kind of outer space purple, which is one of my faves. And that's it for this look, you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you can see the rest of the 31 days of Halloween. I'll see you guys tomorrow.